Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Vicky, and on my channel we do fun, easy, perfectly imperfect crafting. So if that sounds like your thing, why not hang around for a little bit? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, doesn't matter what you do as long as you have fun. Today's video is going to be day 3 of our December daily prompts, and I'll just start by pulling out my signature and showing you the first 2 days that we've done. So this was day 1, that was day 2, and we're now on to day 3. So day 3's prompt is to take a photo of your decorations or your tree and just journal about them and journal about any traditions that you have in regards to decorating the tree. We don't really have traditions that kind of centre around decorations. The only one we ever had was my youngest daughter. When she lived at home, it was always her that put the star on the top or the angel on the top of the Christmas tree. But apart from that, it falls to me to decorate the tree because I can be a little bit pernickety about where things go, and I have to have certain decoration pieces on show. I need to be able to see them very clearly. So there's not really that much tradition in our decorating. We just chip in and I'll just kind of direct everyone and tell everyone what to do because, you know, I'm a mum, that's what I'm supposed to do. So I have got 2 photos here of my decorations. I decided to go with the trees. So the other one, the first one here with the pink background, that's the tree that's in our living room. And then the one at the top, it's quite dark and you can't really see it here, but that's actually our hallway Christmas tree. And it's Ruby sitting in front of the tree. You can actually see her a lot better in real life, but on camera she's just really, really dark. So I didn't know if I wanted to have both photos on one page or kind of mix it up a little bit. So I was just playing around with the layout and how I wanted to place everything. I did know that I wasn't going to do any journaling for this page because, like I say, there wasn't really any traditions, and we often change up our decoration anyway. So like last year we didn't have a tree, this year we do have a tree, so there's really not that strict of a tradition that we follow or anything like that. So I didn't really want to journal about, well, absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to decorate the page and use my scraps to kind of just fill the page. So I pulled it out. That piece of green paper there is actually origami paper. I think I said in a previous video that I wanted to try and make use of it. So that's definitely something I'm doing at the moment. This blue piece is also a piece of origami paper, and I decided to turn that into a pocket rather than kind of copying the same thing as the other side. I decided to change it up and make it into a pocket to slot that photo inside of. So I started off with the right hand side. That side is going to predominantly be kind of like red, green and gold, as our living room decorations are usually gold, and obviously I just wanted to put in a bit of colour, so I've gone with the red and green. And then the other page is going to be quite a blue and silver page because the hallway is decorated in silver and white. So 2 different kind of colour schemes, and I thought I'd just get the page decorations to match those as well. So I've decided to literally just frame the photo with the origami paper and some of the gold glitter sheet that you see I pulled in earlier. I actually have a ton of those strips, so I'll definitely be using those a lot during this series. I actually buy my paper and cardstock in bulk from a company online, and they sell card blanks, they sell custom cut card, and they often have a lot of I can't remember what they call it. I think it's just offcuts. It's just, yeah, what they don't use or what they cut off to get the custom size that they need. And then they sell them in big massive boxes of just offcuts. And honestly, I bought it a bit skeptical in the first place, and I was like, I'm not sure that I would actually use it all. And honestly, I use every single piece. You get holographic card, you get glitter card, you get textured card, whatever they've had to cut, whether it be vellum, printer paper, mount board, whatever, they put in this box and they fill it to the top. They always ensure that it is completely full to the top. So I have a lot of paper. And the boxes themselves are quite cheap. They're under £10, and you get, like I say, a hell of a lot. And these I found at the bottom of a box a couple of days ago that I'd just made my way down to the bottom of. And yeah, I've actually bought more. I've actually bought another box. I have absolutely nowhere to put it, but I've decided to buy another box. Because that is something us crafters do, isn't it? We have plenty of something, but we need to buy it just in case. Just in case either the world ends and we may need that box of paper, or maybe we have a big project coming up and we have to use every single piece of paper for it. So we have to be prepared. I don't know if anyone else has that mentality, but it's definitely my mentality, and that's what I'm going with. So I just finished placing those glitter strips down onto the photo / origami paper. Then I just wanted to put a little word or sentiment in the corner, just because it was quite plain at the bottom. So I was choosing between Christmas cheer, happy holidays and fun. It looks like I chose fun, but I didn't. I actually chose the Christmas cheer because I thought when you put your decorations up at the beginning of the month, or whenever you put it up, you kind of get that Christmas feeling and a bit of Christmas cheer, and you kind of think, yep, Christmas has started, Christmas has begun. So I thought I'd go with that, and I also just used the very, very last piece of that strip to decorate behind the quote. Is it a quote or is it just a word label? And obviously I'm also going to glue down that little red bow at the top as well. I love how all the colours really tied in. I think the only thing that doesn't match is my wall colour. So maybe I need to have a think about my wall colour, and rather having pink walls, I might have to change to green, maybe. I don't think I could do red. Red's a bit garish. I think only someone with a great amount of style could pull off a red wall in a living room. So yeah, maybe green. Maybe I'll think about that for next year. I'll put it on the to-do list. So yeah, that's what that page is going to look like. I haven't quite got my glue gun ready, so I'm just going to move on to the making of the left-hand page, where my little Ruby Bear is going to sit. I did also decide to actually journal about the fact that I don't have a Christmas tradition when it comes to decorating my tree. I wanted to explain obviously why Ruby was sitting there as well, because Ruby does like to help when decorating the Christmas trees, and by help I mean she walks in front of me when I'm sitting on the floor, licks my face, and then sits in front of me and refuses to move because she wants to have her belly scratched. So she's really helpful, really helpful, and I need to document that. I need everybody to know how helpful she is. So yeah, I just literally just turning this piece of paper into a pocket. I was just going to cut it in half, but where it's origami paper, it's really quite thin, so I thought if I glue it and fold it in half, that'll just give it a little bit of extra stability. I'm not going to put too much in it, literally just the prompt card, the photograph and the tag, so it's not going to be overflowing and it won't kind of rip or bend or anything like that. You'll see there I had the exact same problem as I have been having in nearly every video that I have filmed with this blue Christmas washi tape. It ripped as soon as it came away from the roll, so I had to really carefully place my thumb over the roll and tease it off of the roll, because if I tried to pull it like a normal sellotape or like a normal washi tape, it just ripped, and it was driving me absolute bananas. So I just kind of got as much as I could off of the roll before it did actually eventually rip, and placed that around the edges of the pocket. I also decided to put in a little bit of bling, just to kind of tie in the actual theme of the decorations within the hall, which are silver and white. So this little strip of diamonds works quite well actually. It kind of ties it all in. From this point, it's literally just me tidying things up and actually gluing things onto the page, putting things into the pocket, just finishing up the pages in general. I did place some stickers on top of the pocket as well, just to give it a little bit more decoration. I am actually quite impressed with the background of the snow falling behind this page in particular, because I feel like the colours really match, and it was totally unplanned. It wasn't something that I planned to do. So that iridescent looking background from yesterday's prompt really ties well with this side of the page. And yeah, I think that worked out quite nicely. So just popping down a couple of stickers onto the pocket there just to match. I've just got a blue stocking and then a blue, I think it says Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, there we go. Nice and blue, just to obviously tie in and keep it all the same. Then I'm just going to finish up on the right hand side and get my red, green and gold page finished. I literally just, basically that page was like a topper, and I just glued that into place. I didn't decorate the background. I didn't think it needed it. It's a junk journal. It's not meant to be absolutely perfect, and I quite like the look of the diary page in the back. I think it's just random and it just adds to the character. It is a December page from a December diary, a couple of years old. So yeah, it's quite fitting. So I just glued the origami piece onto the page, and then moved on to popping on literally the final element, which was my little red and green bow. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks really lovely. I like that I kind of matched the themes for each room. I think it turned out really lovely. So that's today's spread, nicely done and dusted. I will journal on that tag later and probably show you tomorrow that I have done that. So I think at this point I do actually pull out the next tag just to show you what the prompt is. I do, yeah. So the prompt is something that you want to improve on in the next year. So I'll have a think on that, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks guys, bye.